All right. It took a long time to connect tonight. Hello, my creative friends. I'm Shannon Christensen, and I am from shannonstudio.com. And we come and talk about a creative life and have creative life tips, what a creative lifestyle looks like, those kinds of things. So I just have to laugh because last night I talked about what's the one thing you give up to make more room for creativity. So kind of on a micro level or macro level, very small level. Hey, Rose. On a very small level, today I gave up a clean house for creativity, which is, hey, Trisha, which is so funny because at lunchtime, I'm doing my fabric and I have been behind on it. I mean, I'm not behind. I still have like a month to turn it in, but I wanted to have it done 2 months ago. So I'm behind on my schedule. So I emailed back and forth with Wyndham and I said, I will have it in Monday. So this week, there's nothing going on but fabric collection making. So I was thinking last night, I talked about giving up the one thing. Well, I have to give up a clean house. I mean, I don't have like a super clean house anyways, but I mean, I have to like give it up, totally give it up. So this morning by lunchtime, Joseph is home all week because he's got vacation this week. So by lunchtime, my head not even looking. I mean, I pay attention to him when he comes over and we talk and we play a little bit and then I get back to my stuff. So I go into the kitchen, I stand up from the desk, look at the living room and there's papers everywhere. Then I go in the kitchen and there's papers even more everywhere. So I'm like, you've got these 2 rooms and they're a mess. So that's 2 rooms by lunchtime and it was 5 rooms by dinner that were just exploded mess. And it's not a mess per se because he's playing and he's just got things out everywhere. I mean, but that was from the door because Alan walked in and he goes, what's this? Like I dropped the front door, so he had all the pillows out and everything. I mean, so then it's got the bedrooms and the upstairs and downstairs. I mean, it's like crazy. And I was thinking about that. So it's just like, I have to give that up because I am concentrating all the efforts. Either I feed him and work on the fabric. That's it. Play with him in between things when he wants my attention. So sometimes, and we've talked about this before, creative lives are messy, just messy. My life is messy right now. And you know what? I'm okay with that. You just have to start to become okay with certain things, letting go certain things. So my little thing I'm letting go this week to make more time for creativity is everything else. I just thought it was so funny. Tomorrow, and so letting go, I haven't come up with a free-for-all Friday. Now, unless I can come up with something that doesn't require a big amount of time to take away, that takes away from the fabric collection, I will do it. But unless you have a suggestion, hey, Brigitte. So if you have a suggestion, let me know. I might just do something during the middle of the week because Monday morning is my deadline. So I can do something fun after that. But anyway, so I just thought, I can't think of anything, probably because my whole focus is the fabric collection, which I'm happy to say, I told you yesterday, I'm very happy it's coming along. I feel really good about it, very good about it. So for tonight, when we think about creativity, sometimes we think just about the making part, the one thing. But creativity, looking down here, because I got it. There was a hair that just kept bothering me. Creativity is more than that. And I'm going to read you this quote. The findings demonstrated that creativity is not merely expertise or knowledge, but is instead informed by the whole suite of intellectual, emotional, motivational, and ethical characteristics. And I was thinking about that one of the reasons I think creativity is so important is because it goes across the board. It's not just one part of us that it affects. Just like when, depression, just like sadness, I mean, those experiences are taking the whole being. I mean, they take in your emotional, your feelings, your how you feel, your thoughts. I mean, it's just consuming. Depression can be consuming. So on the flip side, creativity can be consuming and hits those same sorts of things. Rose says, it's more important to get your fabric collection on amen to that, Rose. It is so much more important. I told you, and I've mentioned before, that I went about it the wrong way. I totally went about it the wrong way. I didn't. I would. There were several things that went wrong, and so yeah, it is more important. So yeah, my house is a mess. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine next week. So just as depression, like I was saying, and sadness and those kinds of things affect the whole person, so does creativity. So when we say kind of, get out and do something creative, take some of the things in all these videos previous to tonight, talk about different things you can do to help be more creative, or to look for ways in your life that you can be more creative, that make sense, because it'll your whole person. And there was a couple quotes that I really, really like. First off, there's this, I don't know if, have any of you ever seen band group? The performances of it. I've only heard of them, seen little snippets of them. I've never seen a full performance of them. But the two guys that started that, they said they started it, not as a business or anything else. They started it as a community of friends looking for something interesting to do. I just loved that. Let's just, the whole idea of let's just do something fun. Let's just do something interesting. So, okay, they have had this performance group for a very long time. But what they're doing now, or what they've done, is they've started a Blue Man school, an elementary school. So the elementary school, and the approach, and this is the approach that I just think is so interesting and just really captures to me what creativity kind of is. So they say, and this is from the book Out of Our, it says the Blue School's approach, involves having the entire brain alive and exhilarated and tingling with life force. Is that not a great description? That's the way I feel when I'm doing stuff, and it's just so exciting and interesting. It's just like that. It's my brain is alive. I'm exhilarated, and it's like a real tingling with life force. And that's why I think creativity is so important. Not because you're going to make some masterpiece, or I'm going to make some masterpiece, or everybody can look at our masterpieces. It's not anything about that. It's about the whole person and what we feel inside of us when we participate in something creative. And it's that whole life force, that whole being alive and exhilarated. So I love their meaning. And it is another quote, an American painter, Robert Henrice, says, when the artist is alive in any person, whatever, I'm changing his to her, and he to she, so I'll start over. When the artist is alive in any person, whatever kind of work may be, her kind of work may be, she becomes an inventive, searching, daring, self-expressive creature. And that's, to me, why I'm doing these tips, because a lot of people think it's just about the making things, and really living a creative life is more about the whole person and living and being alive. And so that's the tip tonight. Share this idea with somebody else. Share this idea with, it's, let's do something creative, or continue to do it, or you're doing great being creative, because it's bringing out the whole person. It's fulfilling the whole person. It's becoming alive and exhilarated and tingling with life force. I love that, tingling with life force. And to just share that idea with people. I mean, so that they know, I'm on the right path. They're on the right path. You're on the right path. It's okay if my house is even more messy. Brigitte, I know she was over there. It's even more messy. You don't want to come over today. It's okay if my house is messy, because there are other things that I am feeding in my soul, and my house will get clean another day. So that is the tip today, that creativity makes the whole person, and to work on that. Make sure you're making room for creativity. So, sorry for Free for All Friday tomorrow. not happening. But remember, you have a creative heartbeat, so listen for it. And I will be back tomorrow, even though not doing Free for All Friday. All right, bye.